we going, everybody? I was out here yesterday picking some of the apricots for New Year's Day celebrations, and I had a quick look around the orchard to see how the trees are faring. Now, we've got a lot of fruit on. I mean, look at this. This is a plum tree. We've got a few more plums that are actually loaded like that. That is ridiculously overcrowded there, folks. And we've had some great success with some of these trees, if not a lot of them. And these aren't ready yet, but while I was out here yesterday looking, I went to my pear trees and I noticed a bit of a problem. So I want to share that with you. Come along and let's talk about it. These pear trees, some of them are fruiting, some of them are not, but they've not all of them, but most of them have got a problem. This is the pear and cherry slug that's hit them. Now, normally it's pretty late in the season for them, but they're still active because we really haven't hit a hot summer's day yet. And this is your typical pear and cherry slug. Can you see that there? Now, we call it a slug, but it's in fact like a caterpillar, and it just eats along the surface of the leaf, defoliating it, basically skeletonizing it, I should say. And it's just, as you can see, this one's just started on this leaf here, but if you look at the other ones, you can see all the black markings on it, and that's because it's eating the outer skin of the leaf, and it causes it to dry out. And that causes a lot of problems for the tree, because once its leaves are being destroyed like that, it doesn't get enough sun through it to be able to energize itself and push down. Pear trees are pretty resilient. They'll push on again. It's not going to kill the tree, but it is unsightly, and you don't want to keep the tree stressed. You can see the new leaves just popping out here. We're going to get our summer growth coming through shortly. And this is a European pear conference. They've got a lot of fruit on this side here, only one or two on the other side. And again, it's its first year in fruiting. They're 3-year-old trees. Now, to treat pear and cherry slug, and in fact lots of different insects, I've always said to avoid using chemical insecticides, and you can make your own olive oil, soap, dishwashing liquid, things like that to spray on plants. But the pear and cherry slug is a very difficult one to control, and in the past I've also mentioned dusting it with hydrated lime, I think it is, or even our CGWS, which should have some effect in controlling it. I haven't done a CGWS myself personally. Some who have said they had, somewhat decent success with it, but because it's a tough insect, I'm thinking we can try something else. And I haven't done it myself, and I love you guys to go out there and give it a go if you want. It's the diatomaceous earth. Now, this product here is an all-natural based powder, and it's made from sedimentary rock. It's a soft rock, which is basically made from the fossilized algae leftovers, and over the years it dehydrates and becomes a rock and forms itself, and they've crushed that down into a powder. Now, the way it works is it's got sharp, jagged pieces on it which actually cut into the exoskeletal shell of insects, of large insects, and it can be used on snails and slugs as well. You've got to spray it directly onto them, obviously, and in the case of the pear and cherry slug, you do the same thing. It also sucks the oils out of the insect, so it dehydrates the insect, and it also cuts into the insect, killing it off without harming the tree. Now, diatomaceous earth, for a lot of people I know who use it to control mites and lice in chook houses. So perfect to use with your chickens. If you've got problems with your chickens or they're showing signs of mites on them, you can put this in a dusting bath or mix it in with some sawdust and let them dust themselves with this product there, which will actually help clean themselves from it. This is going to be an excellent product, or is an excellent product to spray onto your plants as an alternative to using any other insecticide. CGWS is one great one because we use that to control citrus gall wasp, and diatomaceous earth would be good to use on pear and cherry slug, snails and slugs around the garden as well, and obviously your chook house. So if you're looking to control your problems on your pear trees, and I'm going to do this later on, to apply, you simply mix a teaspoon to a tablespoon in a litre of water and spray it on. You don't have to dust it on. And monitor it and see how successful it is. If you've already got some and you've got a pear tree that's been hit like that, well, give it a go too as well. And obviously the cherry trees. A light spray over the top, and obviously for your chooks. Dust your chooks with them and they'll love you forever. Happy chooks, happy life, beautiful eggs. VasilisGarden.com is where we are. From me, Vasily, Maresi.